livestock. Lucy Artus reports from Calne Magistrates Court.
Finding Price guilty on 7 charges, the chairman of the magistrates told the court it was a despicable case of cruelty and neglect, entirely due to the deliberate and blatant callousness of Richard Price. She said the court had seen horrendous pictures of dead, dying and emaciated sheep. When the Ministry of Agriculture seized the flock, the animals were found to be suffering from the highly contagious disease sheep scab. As a result, 500 out of 800 died or had to be put down. Nigel Durnford, prosecuting for Wiltshire County Council, said it was the worst case he'd ever seen.
The conditions there were horrendous. There was sheep obviously suffering and had been suffering for some long period of time and had got into absolutely appalling conditions. It really had to be seen to be believed.
Had you ever seen anything like it in your life before?
No, never. And I've dealt with a number of cruelty cases, but this was something beyond all.
A farm labourer, James Hawkins, said he'd repeatedly told Price about the condition of the flock. He told the court, "The sheep were in a terrible state. There was no flesh on them. It was stupid. They'd never get fat. They'd more or less lost the will to try." Price, who used to live at Kington St Michael near Chippenham, is the subject of an investigation by the Ministry of Agriculture. He now lives in southern France. His solicitor said he was too ill to attend court. Today, the chairman of Calne Magistrates said the case was so serious they were considering a prison sentence and banning Price from keeping livestock again. They adjourned the case for a month for social reports. The maximum prison sentence that Price faces is 6 months. And because the offences aren't classified as extraditable, he'll only go to prison if he returns to this country. And even if the magistrates do impose a lifetime livestock ban, it'll only apply to keeping sheep in Britain. It'll have no force in France, where Price has now set up his business. In the end, animal health officials say they fear there's little they can do to prevent the possibility of this happening again. Lucy Artus, BBC West, Calne.
A council by-election was held in Trowbridge.